Wholeness and Balance Vibrations family. It looks like I made 40 today. I'm going to be getting into quite a few different things today and taking everybody along for the journey. I'm going to get this first video out so I can upload it, say thank you so much for the happy birthdays and for all the love that I've received from the community, from the tribe, from the family, and all the future love that I'll receive from those that continuously come into what we've all created and begin to enjoy the expression of each other and the connection. I wanted to just talk briefly today about just one thing that I felt like was so instrumental to my growth to this point. Sometimes I like to distill all of my experiences into something as small as possible. That way I can use that as my mantra or my maxim or, my way of thinking if I need to recenter myself. So here it goes. So I see personally ideas or thoughts like sex. Everybody enjoys it, or at least enough people do, and they do it quite a bit. However, its true purpose is actually something entirely different than just the act itself. Obviously, the true purpose of having sex is to make children. And then there's this process, once you create this child, to rear it properly, to make sure that you nurture it. And then, after a prolonged period of this, if you've done well, then you will see the results of your creation. And not only that, you will get to continue. So if you do really well, you see the child really bud and really begin to act out in the way in which you trained it. And it puts a smile on your face because you can also see how it's a splitting image of who you are. So let's take that into the context of our general thoughts every single day. A lot of people have a lot of thoughts. In fact, they find themselves maybe thinking too much. And we've even created this thing called the monkey mind, where there's just a consistent thoughts. Maybe they're positive, maybe they're negative, sometimes mostly negative, and we just can't stop it. And so this again would be likened unto the pleasure of sex, where a person is just having it but has lost the true meaning of what it's for and can no longer control the impulse. And so let us take this analogy, which is it's very close to how things really work, because of course we create with this mouth, we create with this womb, and it starts first with our conversation and what we say we're going to do. And I encourage everyone, after now being a decade into something that I said I was going to do, and being able to really see the birth and the fruition of what has been created, I encourage everyone to begin to look at their thoughts as the act of doing something that may need to be taken to the next level, that we should get more serious. And I challenge all creators to get more serious about turning their thoughts into actions. So that way there's not a large amount of people still waiting to receive whatever it is that you said that you were going to do, or whatever good idea you said you were going to come up with. It encourages them to begin to go through the process of the creation versus just the talking and the thinking, right? Which is, we sometimes go into these mental masturbations, is what I'm saying. There's lots of words and lots of bright ideas, and we even get excited for that moment. But then when we start thinking of the reality of how much resources it's going to take, and how much time it's going to take, and who we're going to need to get involved, and late nights that we're going to be spending up trying to nourish this idea. Now, does this all make sense? Right? Like, I know it's taken on somewhat of a carnal connotation, but it's time for us all to fess up and be real to how we act and how our activities are all parallel with the same forces and energies that we use to get us by every day. So this means that if we waste too much time in talking, then we don't have enough energy for action. And so I wanted to congratulate those that have been working with this message, have been applying it to themselves over these years, and have seen the results. They always say the proof of wisdom is in the type of people that it produces. So I'm happy to say that in looking at the Resistance, Astro Quest, Secret Energy, and all the things that we've created, Spirit Tech's Ambassador Training, and all the things that we've bought and the things that we will bring, that I am indeed pleased and satisfied, and most importantly, fulfilled in this act of giving and in this act of loving and learning self through others. So I wanted to say wholeness and balanced vibration. Lots more coming. Looking forward to continuously bringing it. We have our Choose Your Own Adventure Ennealogy coming, where you have the opportunity to discover everything about yourself, others, and become a master of communication. Again, sending much love to all those tribe members that are supporting, ambassadors that are supporting, way showers inside of the chat, inside of the websites, inside of the support systems. Really, really acting out the way that they're supposed to in their highest essence. And that's just feeling the connection and feeling the full spectrum vibration that this tribe brings. Much love, everyone. You'll see me in the next video. Wholeness.